That's right. We're talking about this deck again because I'm not kidding. This is one of the only decks I actually enjoy playing right now. So in typical Clark HELLSCREAM fashion, I have to talk about Nature Shaman because as I said in the intro, I'm not really enjoying a lot of Hearthstone decks right now. I don't want to play Reno anymore, and we have a video that's going to be talking about that here in the future. I don't like Reno. I don't like most of the meta decks that we see right now because a lot of them feel played out. But if you want your decisions to matter, Nature Shaman is still going to be your best bet to play right now because Norwis was able to reach rank 1 legend on the very first day of his EU climb, but that's not the most impressive thing. Gabby was able to reach rank 1 legend at the end of last season, finished rank 1 legend, and he primarily did it by playing Nature Shaman. I don't need to sell you on this deck anymore. It's still good. It is still a very, not necessarily complex deck because it's actually a little bit simpler nowadays than I used to give it credit back in the day, to where I was like, oh man, I don't know how Nature Shaman wins anymore, but people have like essentially cracked the code. It is all about the Jive Insect combo. So let's go ahead and talk about Nature Shaman on why I believe it is the best deck in the game. There is one thing to point out though. There is a slight difference between the lists with Norwis and Gabby, but it's not that much of a drastic change. Honestly, you could take either deck and probably have the same amount of success with it. Norwis is sold on this particular list right here with Blood Mage Thalnos and Cactus Cutter, but Gabby has taken out a Cactus Cutter and a Blood Mage for 2 copies of Miracle Salesman, most likely just to have the 1-drop against, you know, aggressive decks, so that way you don't just die out immediately if you don't have your 1-mana 2/2. But in all honesty, I don't mind either list. You could probably have, you know, success with either build. But for the sake of this video, I believe we actually have the Miracle Salesman in the list, so you can kind of figure out which one you like. But again, I don't think it's that big of a difference. You're going to have similar success if you are good with Nature Shaman, regardless of you having your 1-mana 2/2 or not. So let's go ahead and talk about this deck and what the combo is trying to achieve now that we are all in on Jive Insect, because no one else is playing Fizzle. No one else is going all in on like spell damage combos. This card is now officially out of it. So if you've been wanting to play Nature Shaman because you just want a simple combo deck, it's not necessarily simple, but it's simpler than it used to be. So Nature Shaman has now been solved to the point where I believe it is very reminiscent of what it used to feel like, where you have like your Bioluminescence combo, your high roll with Bioluminescence, to where you can deal a lot of damage, to where I can sometimes kill my opponents without even doing the Jive Insect combo. So let me go ahead and walk you guys through what is potentially the best combo that you can pop off with this deck, but it is all because of Jazz Base. The Jazz Base is your most important card, to where if you played this deck back in the day, it's very similar to how you would pop this card for your Bioluminescence for 0 mana, but now you want your Jive Insect to potentially be up to 0 mana, depending on how many discounts that you have. But the best possible turn that you can pop off with this deck is if you have the Jazz Base equipped, if you have played your Flash of Lightning in the previous turn to set up the mana discounts. The best possible way that you can deal as much damage as you can is to have some spell damage cards, throw the lightning bolts to the face, play some pop-up books. Now, you sometimes will need to use these cards, like your lightning bolts or your pop-up books, in order to maybe deal with like an 8/8 or something like that, because the goal of this deck is to use Crash of Thunder to completely wipe out the board. So if you need to use your lightning bolts and your pop-up books to kind of you know soften up some minions if you don't have double crash, then you need to utilize those cards because you want an empty board to set up for the 24 damage that is going face with the Jive Insect. And honestly, a lot of times if you just happen to play double crash anyway, your opponent's going to go from 30 to 24, so the 3 Ragnaroses going face are absolutely crucial in order to win with this deck. But as I was saying, sometimes you don't need the Jive Insect combo, to where you can just win by unloading the spell damage to the face, playing the Crash of Thunders. Then you can sometimes do the Jazz Base combo, where you can play the 3 Ragnaroses, you can get 6 extra overload, and then you can throw an overdraft to the face, and you've already played other overload cards like lightning bolts, like novice zappers. Sometimes that overdraft to the face is just going to be enough to end the game, and then you have an extra 24 damage on top of that. So there is a lot of damage that this deck can dish out. So in order to set up this kind of combo, combo. Now, granted, you don't need the full combo every single time. You have plenty of card draws with Cactus Cutter, Needle Totem, as well as Ancestral Knowledge. Golgadeth is technically a card draw tool as well because of his Wrath ability, being able to draw 3 Overload cards, which are all important to the combo. You know, your Novice Zappers, your Lightning Bolts, your Jive Insects, for example. One card you definitely do not need in this deck, though, is Instrument Tech. Like, yes, Jazz Bass is a very important card, but this card is way too slow. You don't really need it, and you're going to be drawing through your deck enough as is, so where you just don't need this card. It's completely unnecessary, and there are some instances to where you don't even need the Jazz Bass to kill your opponent. You don't need Instrument Tech. So the other cards that I would definitely recommend that you utilize to your best potential is Amphibious Elixir. Now, obviously, this is a great healing tool to kind of, you know, help you against those aggro matchups, but if you're in a situation to where you need to find a lethal in that turn, there is one combo in particular that can be a lifesaver. Conductivity into Amphibious Elixir can work on minions, and it can also work on your opponent's board to where if you're gonna kill the minions anyway with like a Crash of Thunderclear, who cares if you heal them up a little bit? You just want the discovery. So if you can play Conductivity into Amphibious Elixir, you can get 3 discovers to where you can maybe find another Lightning Reflexes. You can maybe find another Lightning Bolt. Very important note though, you're discovering a spell, not a nature spell. So you can discover anything within the Shaman class. Sometimes that can be good, sometimes that's a little bit bad. But the point is, if you are, you know, not in a good situation and you need to find something random to win the game, then that Conductivity Amphibious Elixir turn is very important to utilize. So I believe I pretty much explained most of what you are trying to accomplish with this deck. But with a deck like this, you really just need to see it in action if you are not aware with the combo. But with a deck like this, you really just need to watch the combo in action because it's all about the sequencing. Like, I didn't even talk about how you have to attack with the base right before your Jive Insect because I've already talked about this deck a bunch. I believe once you see it in action, it's 100%, you know, easy to absorb. This is a kind of complicated deck, but the more you play it, the more you understand what the combo is trying to achieve, how you can, you know, throw away, you know, one combo piece every now and again if you need to keep yourself alive, because the biggest issue with Nature Shaman is just survivability. You don't care about always holding on to all of your spell damage cards. You sometimes have to use them to remove, you sometimes have to use them to stall some time, because it's all about that big blowout turn. And then the game's coming up ahead. I hope I can give you guys as much advice as possible on how you too can also master Nature Shaman, because it really is one of the best decks of the game, as apparent by the 2 EU players that were able to reach rank 1 legend, as well as Gabby, who finished rank 1 legend with Nature Shaman. So this deck is definitely still fine. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and check out the Patreon if you want to support us, you know, get extra perks and bonuses for supporting the content, like getting a shout out like everybody over here. Yeah, something over here. We also got 10% off of Into the AM products with coupon code ClarkHS10, or you can use the link intotheam.com/ClarkHS10 to have that 10% automatically added to your next order. But thank you so much for making it to the end of this, of another Nature Shaman video, and we'll see you for the next one. Yeah, today has not been a proactive day, but I also don't feel like we've been playing cleanly, like, at all. Yeah, everyone scatter. Everyone scatter. The forbidden four-digit technique has been unleashed. But I also feel like we have been getting omega unlucky today. So chat, back me up here. I need some credibility. What's going on, everybody? I'm Clark HELLSCREAM. I play Hearthstone, not nearly as well, but I believe I should always have 3 digits. That's pretty much a great indicator of the kind of person I am. I don't want to work for it anymore, dude. This expansion really made me lazy. I don't know about you guys. This expansion really made me lazy. We had it so good with the previous Nature Shaman. Hi, Indiana boy. Yo, what's going on, Northwind? Yeah. Why you gotta remind me that I'm an Indiana boy right now, dude? The Pacers just lost. Freaking what? Oh, it's just Reno. Okay, so this is a good matchup. If I can't win this matchup, I can't win any matchup. Alright. Go for the card draw next turn. Get some healing. See if we can't flash on 5 and OTK on 6. Clark forgot to pay his protection money, so he's no longer protected from bad RNG. Yeah, I didn't talk with my contact at Blizzard that rigs the highlights for me. Unfortunately, they stopped doing that. Maybe I should tip them better. Okay, wait a minute, another crash? With this hand, dude? Hold on a minute. With this hand, this actually could be the way. Do we believe? Do we just believe in the flash turn 6 lethal? He's trying really hard to go for tempo, but I don't think he's gonna get there. Am I referring to American hand egg or baseball? I'm referring to hand egg. Basketball is where they shoot for the basket. You know? A classic. Okay, am I gonna die here? I don't think we're dead here, are we? I think no matter what, we're gonna have to play a pop-up book, though. Just to make sure that he doesn't cheese us somehow. Yeah, 11 needs 5. I don't know how he gets 5 as Paladin. I guess it'd be a consecration to, like, that Holy Sticks card. So let's do this, see what we find. We get an overdraft. Hell yeah. That makes me happy. So, and then next turn we YOLO it, we see what happens. And we have a Discover with the Flow Rider. We don't coin it now, do we? Honestly, there could be a reason to coin this out. We're not starting with an Overload. Yeah. Okay, there's Conductivity. So now we have the Rad combo. But do we actually have the Rad combo because we don't have, I feel like we just have to go for it. Because we'll find Lightning Bolts, right? My last opponent discovered 2 Lightning Bolts immediately. What is this song? The song is Sing, Sing, Sing by the Benny Goodman Band. Oh my god, dude. Can you imagine if, oh my god, hold on. He instantly top decked that? What a king. Okay, so Lightning Bolt me, dude. Okay, this was not what I was promised. This is not what I was promised at all. Let's see, discount by 3. 3, this will become 2. So I still have the mana to do it. But I have to get lucky and hit something good here. Is this enough now? Do this. I have to get lucky off of this, I think. Otherwise, we're just going to go for a clear. Oh, there it is. I think that's enough now. Yep, that's enough. Ah, the Nature King is back. Ah, dude, I have been low rolling for like the past like 3.5 hours, and it was in a continuation from yesterday's stream. And it feels really good to finally pop off the turn 6 Shaman combo. Little pro player wins 1 game and pretends that he's Norwis. 100% natural gains, dude. Just don't question it. I don't think I want to keep pop-up book against a druid. You will swim in copium tomorrow on reset. Oh, dude, I'll be the fastest grinder. Don't you worry. See, I'm getting practice in right now. If I can go from 5K to 3 digits after falling from 1300, then yeah, we're totally getting rank 1 legend on reset.
Any problem?
Yeah, I got the Kibler raid and the pocket raid, so we are feeling the love tonight, and we don't have any. We don't need a jungle for it. Don't need to be in the jungle for it. That was a Lion King joke, in case those didn't get anyone was confused by that. Oh, he actually didn't play Dirty Rat. How surprising. They didn't just insta-jam the rat. Now I have to play my totem. Let's do this first. I want to protect the totem. It's the only reason why I'm trading. Not like I'm gonna waste a bolt for it, but Clark made a Lion King joke earlier, but nobody knew. Yeah, what's that rule about comedy? If you explain your jokes, they're obviously hilarious, dude. My problem is that I love reference humor. I absolutely love reference humor, and oh my god, I'm actually doing the crab rave. I love reference humor, but if people don't get the reference, then yeah, it doesn't go over very well. Wait, what are we doing? What is going on here? Sir, it's turn 3. I don't think you needed to do this right now. Maybe I get a taunt totem. Tank's coming in with the song request. Lydia. Oh, yo, highly suspect. I love this group. All right, am I ever just supposed to flash? Flashing feels wrong because I'm a good Christian boy. I wouldn't do such nefarious acts. Playing for mana seems like a good idea though. But at the same time, this just feels so bad. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I just can't do it. Maybe next turn I do it, but I can't do it, man. Oh my god, what are you doing, step opponent? Okay. Alright, see, now there's a reason to overload. But the issue with doing this is I might have a full hand. But if I get like pop-up book or something. Ooh, or a jazz bass, that also kind of works. Alright, now I can cleanly go to my next turn. Oh my god, the love is coming from everywhere today, dude. The triple raid. Warshak also coming in with the raid today. Oh man. Is this a sign? Is this a sign that I gotta stream more? Am I not streaming enough? What's going on, dude? Saw you up on them reviews, had to throw a raid. Yeah, we got raided by Kibler and Pocket Train today. So the more the merrier, am I right? Welcome guys, welcome. Wait a minute, what? Drum circle? This guy done lost his marbles. Drum circle, this guy's crazy. Do you understand who I am? I created Drum Druid. I'm like, that's not even like me being sarcastic. I actually made the best Drum Druid deck back in the day. Okay, well. All right, there's pop-up book. So reflexes, only one crash. Probably need the other crash. All right, here we go, man. Fingers crossed. Didn't someone in this very chat talk about Drum Druid earlier today? It was either today or yesterday, but somebody asked me if I'd ever created my own deck before. Like created an archetype that became very popular. And Drum Druid was that deck back during Titans. And I will never forget that because as a drummer, it felt very iconic that the first meta breaker that I ever came up with was Drum Druid. It just felt right. All right, well, you know what? He kind of gave me a really good turn. He gave me the draws. Elixir. Oh wait, that probably just should have gone face. Can I be a little cocky now? Am I allowed to feel good after that turn? Do I even need the rags? Do I even need the rags? I don't even need the rags, dude. He didn't even need the rags, King. Why did I stop playing Nature Shaman again? Oh wait, because I'm 5 and 10 with this deck, that's why. The creator, but his list ended up being the perfect 30 at the time. Exactly. Like, I mean, no one is a Hearthstone creator, like a deck creator, except Jombre. Jombre is the only person that creates decks so original that they are Jombre decks. There's no such thing as a Clark HELLSCREAM deck, except for unoptimized ladder decks. I will take that. Was Drum Druid even a thing? Oh, it was totally a thing. 100% it was a thing, dude. That deck saw a lot of play. Okay, maybe I just should have bolted this. I can bolt it now, though. Zap. Take the healing. We could just pop up book for tempo. In fact, I think that's what we should do. Alright, here we go. Which version are we talking about? The Flower Child one? I mean, the very first version of Drum Druid. The very first one. like, Titans released Drum Druid. It was the deck that ran, like, Astalor. It ran, Disciple of ENR. I think we did have Flower Child as well. Okay, so that's probably explosive. I guess we could test for Hidden Meaning. Oh, yo, it's my favorite Mars Volta song. Or, actually, second favorite, technically. Oh, boy. Guess who? My blood struggle war. Looking like we might lose this one. Tumbleweed? Last time I chose Tumbleweed, we just instantly died. World 8 is a deck building god. What is he made for in the past? On an awesome climb today with my homebrew, 12k to nearly 4k. Yo, let's go, dude. You've been climbing with Menagerie Warrior, right? Okay, so one secret is for sure explosive. Natural secret in the deck. It could be bait and switch. It could be Ice Trap, but he already played Ice Trap. This is looking like a Reno deck. We could just take the Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed, honestly, for tempo doesn't seem like a bad idea because there's no way it's Ice Trap, right? It's the only one that we can guarantee. Okay, it's Bargain Bin, the one naturally in the deck. So if I have 2 more turns, I think this game is over. Posic, that's fine. Hits me for 7, potentially 9 with the secret. We ignore the minion. Do we want to ignore the minion? Yeah, we ignore the minion. Doesn't even squeeze in hero power. Oh, this game is so over, dude. It's not even explosive trap. It's not even explosive. Yeah, dude, this game is so over. It's so over, dude. I don't even need full combo, honestly, but...
The storm is in me.
Don't have to overcomplicate it. Oh, I was thinking about going for like the best line, like going for like the crash and going for like the rags and stuff, but nah, just go for the lethal, dude. Don't let the concept of going for lethal lose you the game. Why is Flow Rider so high of a keep? It's not terrible to keep here, but I don't have the overload. Good track, honestly. Solid, solid mix and everything.
Solves any problem.
Who is Eric Vandlerberg? Oh, vocalist from I Prevail? Okay. Because they have him, you know, listed by first and last name as a feature. It's like, wait a minute, I don't know who this guy is. I don't even know who you are. Just came back from a Rammstein concert in Athens. Feels good to come home to a metal stream. Dude, how was it? Did they kick ass? They had to kick ass. That sounds like a fun show, honestly. Any quick guide for this deck? Draw cards, have base. Once base is equipped, play flash. Play nature cards, try to get overload cards. play Conductivity, swing base to crack it in order to make the Jive potentially cause 0 to hit a bunch of minions. AoE kills the board, Rags kill face. I know that was a lot, but there's a lot with this deck. So that's honestly the Cliff Notes version.
Go with the flow. Just use more.
That sounds good. I have a lot of content surrounding Nature Shaman. So you can utilize those other videos on the YouTube channel if you need some more tips or some more like in-depth explanations. I love me some Nature Shaman, dude. I'm just glad that I'm finally winning with it, man. Like I haven't really won with this deck since they nerfed Crash. Not because the deck is bad, but just because like I keep getting put in these very awkward situations with the deck. Do we ever tempo Zapper against a Druid? It's not a terrible idea. I think we hold on to Novice. Yo, what's going on, Oppose? Good to see you, man.
Ay, that new badge vibey.
Ay. The song banger? Yeah, the song is called House on Sand, dude. I think the next song you're gonna be a big fan of, though. The next song is a track that I've been jamming to, like, on repeat for the past, like, 2 days. I don't think it's time for Flash yet, actually. Maybe it is. I really don't have that much damage. Nah, we just gotta do it. It may not be lethal, but it's just so close to being lethal that I feel like we just have to go for it. We've already got like potentially like 8 damage, 11 from this, plus like the discovers. So I feel like we have a lot of chances of just high rolling lethal here. 1 year of subs, man. What a journey. What would you say is your favorite moment from the stream in the past year? There's a lot of people actually hitting year-long sub tracks now, and that kind of makes sense. Like about a year ago, we started going like really hard on the streams. Oh yeah, but this track, dude. You crying to get me crying to get a top 10? You mean asking for the game to give me something other than rank 6? We were literally on rank 6 for like 4 hours. Jeez, man. Okay, he did the thing I was scared of. Let's not mill Rag, please. Okay. 28. Can I do 28? Maybe? I might need a draw, though. Jive. Jive. We keep passing the Norwis test, dude. We keep passing the Norwis test. Hopefully, there's more BlizzCons, but unfortunately, there's not gonna be a BlizzCon 2024. So, fingers crossed for 2025, man. Is Nature Shaman more consistent than Owl Druid? If you know what you're doing. This deck is probably easier to play than Owl Druid to a degree. The counting the lethal on Owl Druid is the hardest part about the deck. This deck is a lot more straightforward with like how it kills people, but doing the combo is probably a bit more. Like doing the combo for Nature Shaman is like an artist doing artwork, you know? Like every now and again you kind of have to like find your way. Versus with Owl Druid is just the getting the counting down. This deck has no patches. Druid has 3. That's true. What you're saying is you're an artist? Dude, I've always been an artist. Look behind me, man. This is mine. Up there is mine. There's more stuff over here. Like, right here is mine. I've done a lot of paintings, man. I quite literally am an artist. I mean, shit, dude. You wanna see the coolest thing? Is it off cam for a reason? No, it's just because the way the camera is now is how I do my YouTube videos. Just so that way, and recently I've been having to show off the shirts. So the camera's a little bit lower to show more of the graphic tee. Which, by the way, if you want the coolest t-shirts ever, into the AM, bro. Greatest men's apparel line that you'll see on the market, I promise you. And honestly, you guys should buy these shirts because if we could sell enough of these, there's a very real chance. And I've talked with them. Like this is like an idea in the works. I have to sell a certain amount of shirts, and I don't know how many yet. But if I could sell a certain amount of shirts, one of my artworks is gonna be put on a shirt, and I think it's gonna be great, honestly. Like this painting is my magnum opus in terms of artwork. Mama mia. Storm just for the overload. But this is the coolest thing I've ever made. Bam. I made this. Now, not all my art is this cool. This is definitely a high roll, okay? I love this. But imagine this on a shirt with like really good print. With like really good print. It'd be badass as hell, dude. Like, I love this painting. I absolutely love this painting. Crap, man. And yes, we do have a shirt that does have this, but the material, I gotta be honest, man, the material's not nearly as good as the Into the AM material. Like, this graphic feels like it feels seamless with the shirt itself, you know? But yeah, that is the coolest painting that I've ever made. And I've been like drawing and stuff since I was a kid, so stuff like that has always been a part of my identity. I don't have conductivity yet, but I could find it. I feel like we just do this into this. Has my design sold at all, by the way? Honestly, I'm gonna be honest, dude. The shirts are not selling like almost at all. I don't think it has anything to do with the designs personally. It's just really hard to sell merchandise. What does patch mean? If you're talking about patches, what people are referring to is like a card that you don't want to draw. What patches essentially means in Hearthstone, there was a card called Patches the Pirate, and he literally was best if you never drew him. He was a pirate that would essentially summon himself if you played another pirate, but if you drew him, you missed value. Because that card could literally be any card but Patches and it'd be better. So that's what people are referring to. Should be GG. Yeah, that's GG. Even have the excess damage. Dude, I'm on fire with the deck right now. I'm on fire with the deck again. Let's go. Nature Shaman King is returning. Okay. Yo, what's going on, Dude, Norwis, we've been passing the Norwis test today. These stats are not right. Hold on a minute. Come on, deck tracker. You're making me look like a noob right now, deck tracker. Come on, deck tracker. Bam, look at that though. 5 wins in a row. 5 wins in a row. We actually haven't lost with Nature Shaman since we switched to it. Let's go, dude. We gotta restore those ranks, man. Like I don't want to go for esports next season, but I want to at least like go for rank 1 on reset. I want to try and be the first person on the server. Salesmen's or bait? What are we playing instead of salesman? Because honestly, I feel like I was using your list for a while, and then I saw Gabby hit rank 1, and then I just started playing the Gabby list just because I'm not really thinking about which one's better. Oh, second Cutter and second and Thalnos. I feel like the only reason for Salesman, the only reason why Salesman can be good is just because tempo. But half the time, I feel like this card doesn't really matter. Just a card to throw away. Thalanos is probably better. I think I would agree with that. He just played more games than me. Sounds like you need to hit rank 1 again, Norwis. Sounds like you need to show people the way. It's amazing how much that damn gem matters. Crap, what am I supposed to do here? Now we finally have a hard game. But at the same time, it's just because he's not doing anything. Final examination in 2 weeks? Yo, dude, like final? Like final and then we graduating? If so, then congrats, dude. Fuck yeah. Not even gonna, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations, man. Become employable. That is the Clark HELLSCREAM advice. Good job of becoming employable. Are we actually supposed to flash here? Flashing feels really bad. Wait a minute. This goes to 1. Wait a minute. Do you guys believe? We could actually just win if he doesn't clear board. It's gonna really suck, though, if he clears board. Because, like, if I had a pop-up book, I could maybe kind of get there. But the biggest thing here is that I have 1 mana Conductivity and oh my god, you're kidding me. There's no way this is working. Bro, there is no way this is working. Unbelievable. Actually unbelievable, dude.
My hand is full.
Am I dreaming? Is this a dream? Bro, this is a dream. Oh, we're so fucking back, dude. We are so back, man. Why did I give up on you? Nature Shaman, why did I give up on you? That's 6 in a row now.